Hi, welcome to GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. This is a teaser for a new project that I'm doing, and it's going to be called Trangia Dinners. And that's going to be dinners cooked on Trangia stoves, the old methylated spirit Swiss-made burners. Now I'm going to do reviews on all the stoves I've got, and then what I'm going to do is cook dinners. Now I'm going to cook what I call normal dinners, but dinners that you could do if you're away camping, not necessarily backpacking and you're limited amenities nearby, and so it's going to be everyday foods that you can get from the shop, but rather than just cooking beans and sausages and usual old crap on a little stove, we're going to do the dinners that me and my partner have regularly. So there's going to be some vegetarian stuff, some non-vegetarian stuff, things like basic stuff like meatballs and pasta to quite complex curries. I'm going to try a kind of roast dinner. I'm not into baking with these as such, but we're going to try a bit of a roast dinner and some pasta dishes, and just all different kinds of dinners that I would normally have, and bacon and eggs. Might even try toading the whole, but I'm not sure I'm going to do that yet. But anyway, so what I thought I'd start off with is just looking at the Trangia stove. Now, I am a massive Trangia fan, and I will say that right up front, so you won't convince me to use any other product other than these. I do have other burners, like the little like rocket burners and things like that, and they all work brilliant, but for me, as a one package thing, which is your cooker, your pots and pans and everything in one, I don't think you can beat these Trangias, and I won't be told otherwise. So anyway, I'm going to go through my kind of setup. I've got a couple of boxes here of the stuff that I've bought, and I've gone for the mini Trangia, which is the real tiny one, and I'm going to do dinners that incorporate using just one of these systems, and maybe two systems, and maybe all three systems. I'm also going to look at trying to incorporate the mini system into the bigger system by perhaps removing the kettle and things like that, but I've got lots of ideas. So anyway, what have I got? I've got the mini Trangia, then the 1 to 2 person Trangia, which is the 27 series, and then I've got the 25 series, which is the sort of 3 to 4 person set, allegedly, which is like the bigger one. Now, just as a size comparison, you can see there those, and I'll just get the little one out here, which is actually a camera bag. Why not? That's the little one as well. So let's move that out of the way there. You can see the size difference to all three. Okay, so all these three essentially do the same thing, or similar things. They've all got a burner in, they've all got a pan handle in, they've all got a pot and a frying pan in, and then the two bigger ones have got kettles and 2 pots rather than just one. So what I'm going to do is just open them up quickly and show you. This is the little diddy one. Now, I've seen people do reviews on these, and quite often they set them up wrong, and I've been using Trangias for years, and I just think they're fantastic. So this is the most basic one, and obviously the heart of every Trangia is the little meths burner. Now, there's all different types of these, but to me these work fantastically. Some people moan about these rings being a bit stiff. You can loosen them up, and it's not a problem. Other people say you can't leave meths in them, and oh, well, that's no good if I can't get the bloody lid off. Yeah. Right. So, yeah, this one's got meths in. Lovely. Just pop that back in there. Right, so that just goes in there. And basically, you put your pan on top, or your frying pan on top, or your pan on with a lid. And then you've got your little thing for little handle, which does both, and that's basically it. They give you a nice little bit of plastic in there just as a bit of protection when you pack it all away. Yeah, so dead simple. You just obviously unscrew that like that in there, wait for it to start venting through the holes, and you're away, and that's just simmering, so you can just pop that on to reduce the flame and get a nice simmer as you want it. They burn for ages and plenty of time to cook dinners with, so I'm just going to go through these quickly now. I'll do reviews on each individual one at a later date, so let's just put that one back in there. Right, now this is what I'd call like Old Faithful. This is my sort of original one, and this is really old, this one, because the newer versions, when you look at the sides, they've got these bigger holes, so you can have like the gas option going in. Well, this one hasn't got that. It's just got the air vent hole. So this is a really old one, but I have to say it still works absolutely perfectly. And being just aluminium, you can get a scouring pad on there and clean them up. This is the non-stick one, and it's great having non-stick pans, but I still think the aluminium has something to be said. There's your handle, much more substantial handle, really nice, easy to use, so as you pick it up you naturally clamp it, and that's a great handle. So that's your frying pan, and then inside you've got obviously the kettle, nice dinky little kettle in there, and in the kettle is where you store your burner. I won't get that one out, it's the same as the other one, only much older. So there's your little kettle. Then you've always got two pots, one inside of the other. And then basically you just put that there. Now the old version just sits on, the new version actually kind of locks on. So you can have those in and have your pan in there. Obviously your burner goes in there. Air goes in there, so if you've got the wind coming this way, the wind goes in there, up through these holes, and that increases the intensity of the burn. So don't worry about wind with this. So you pot in there, that's lovely. Obviously your kettle goes in there, lovely. And then if you want to use the frying pan, you just flip these up, and then your frying pan goes on top. And of course you've got your thing in there, you've got your lid as well. If you can balance that on there, make a little cooker if you wanted a little trivet in there, make a little cooker. That's going to be useful for the roast dinner that I do. So that's that one. Again, dead simple, nice and easy to pack away. Just chuck all that in there, put the kettle in. Don't have to worry about scratching anything with this stuff as well. It's brilliant. Bung that on there. So that's that one. So that's the Old Faithful. This is my newest one, and this is the Trangia 25 6UL. UL stands for ultralight, I believe. So again, we've got a nice big frying pan, and it is a non-stick frying pan. Again, you've got your protective plastic. Always keep that. This is an optional extra, which is a multi-purpose disc, and it is a chopping board, a strainer. You put it on your pan and it's got a thing, so it's like a colander strainer. It's got a cut out where your handle goes, and it's also, you can use it as just a mat to sit the thing on, it says. Again, same handle as what was in there, and that handle works like that. Got a little lighter. Now obviously in this one we've got a much bigger kettle. I'll just use that to protect the non-stick. So we've got a much bigger kettle, and again inside got the burner. Again, I won't get it out, I'll do that in the proper review. Nice big kettle in this one, so that's that. And again we've got two of these non-stick pans. Again, just keep a little bit of paper in there. When it's non-stick, you do have to look after it, because this non-stick, it is easy to get through it. I have had I don't know if you've ever seen the red and non-stick, like little red kettle and red pans and that. I made a right mess of those through not being careful. Same system, that goes on there, other than this one locks on, it twists and locks on, and obviously your pan's in, frying pan goes on top, there's your handle. You know, it's all that's it. So that's just to give you an idea of the size comparison and the different systems I'm using. So if I'm going to do a big dinner and you know I've got 2 burners, 3 burners, I can have 2 pans and a frying pan going, or some boiling water, or whatever. So we're going to do all different things, and as I say, I'm going to experiment with trying to get this mini system incorporated into this big system, so that if I'm going away and I want, ultimately, if I can get another burner in there at least with the little thing, the stand, I can have like a pot of water or some beans going and something else cooking on the main stove. So we're going to do lots of experiments with these, because they're not very heavy, they don't take up too much room. So if you're going away on a motorbike or in a car or whatever, not so much backpacking. If you're backpacking, this is, in my opinion, the one to take. So yeah, we've got all the different options here. So again, that goes pop back in there. All nice and simple. There's nothing difficult about any of this system. I generally carry in these either a little lighter like that. That's just a little it's from the war, just a little like mini Zippo kind of thing. A nice little lighter. So I just carry one of those in there, or the other option for lighting these is something like that, which is just your like fire flint thing, stick thing. You just do that, makes sparks like that, and oh, blimey, that was a big spark. Yeah, you make sparks like that and start your fire. So that's how I generally start it. Obviously, you can use anything, matches. I'll show you some tips if it's really cold and you're having trouble starting it as well. But we'll go through all those kind of things when we're doing the proper reviews. And so this is just a teaser for now, to show you what I'm going to be doing. It's just these little straps are nice. I'm a bit disappointed that when I bought my last one, it came with a nice bag, a yellow bag, just a drawstring bag, nothing expensive, nothing fancy, just a bag to put it in. But now you don't get it; it's an extra. I mean, when you're paying 70, 50, when you're paying good money for these, it really should come with a bag. That's my only negative with these Trangias. I mean, I think they used to come with a bag, but not anymore, it seems. So anyway, there you are. I'm going to be putting these videos up as and when I do the cooking. At the moment, I'm waiting for the evenings to be light enough to actually do the cooking outside, because the idea is to cook my normal dinners, but on a stove. I'll do some here at home, some maybe away. I'm going to do some trips away on the motorbike, and so I might do some then as well. And I'm also experimenting the videoing and editing and uploading and everything using an iPad Pro, which I'm recording on now. So it's a bit of a test for that as well, to see if I can do the whole thing without actually taking a camera anywhere with me. If I can just take the one thing, the iPad Pro, and then we'll see how we go. So anyway, this has been GRVO TV, G's Reviews, Views and Opinions. I'll see you soon. Cheers, bye.